All right, the frame box. Definitely one of the most difficult aspects of this drawing. So I'm going to show it on video because I think it's easier than drawing it on the board, and then you can have it as a reference too. All right, so I'm going to start with my center line. So I'm going to make sure that I'm using my T-square. Okay, and I'm making my center line. I'm lined up against my paper. There you go. Looks a little bit more center for you. It's center for me, but might not be center on the camera. And I'm just going to draw my center line in the air. This is the thing that's kind of the most left in your whole drawing. And similar to the floating box we did over here, going to do the exact same thing. So right side, bottom, right side, top, connect them. Okay, and then left side, bottom, left side, top. And because this is over on the left, your angles are going to be very dramatic, as we've spoken about. Connect them. Okay, and then to do the bottom, we do the crisscross. So this right corner is going to my left point. And this right corner, I'm sorry, this left corner is going to my right point. All right, so floating box. All right, we should be all good with that. That's something that we have been doing now for a week and a half, so everyone should be good with that. The next step is that you're going to create like the frame. So I'm going to take my T-square, and I'm just going to do a shorter line on the inside. So I'm just going to kind of frame this out. All right, and this bottom line here is going over to my right point. Okay, and then the top. All right, I'm going to do that for the side and the bottom. So same thing. A line straight. All right, so two parallel lines. And this is going to be really dramatic, but that's okay, it's right. Okay, and then the same thing for the bottom here. So I'm going to my right point, first frame line, slide it up, second frame line, and now I'm going to connect those. And if you get to this point, that is pretty good. So you have, you know, a box that looks like it's framed out. Okay, and now you just need to really kind of get the sides done and that back angle. So similar to what you did for your benches down here, I'm going to make a tiny little mark, and this is going to my left point, right at the corner here. All right. So it looks like it's like a 2x4, like it has some width. And then this is straight up and down, so I get my T-square, and I bring that down. All right, so now it looks like it has some dimension. I'm going to do that for the right side of the first part of my box, like this right side. I'm going to do it for the inside. Here's so tiny little mark from that corner. Goes there. Clean that up. All right, and this one's straight down again. All right, so now it looks like I have that has some dimension, and then for the bottom one, using my T-square, just going to make a mark straight up from the bottom corner. And now I head to the left. And I head to the right. All right, so that's like step 3. So now you've made your frame box look like it's made of pieces of wood. So that's great for, you know, if you get this far, that's super. All right, and then the last thing that you really just need to do is you need to just kind of create that back corner so it doesn't look like it's, it doesn't have a back corner. So the way that I am going to do that is I'm just going to kind of pick an area. So I have, this is my like main angle right here. All right, so I'm going to pick some space right around it. So right there, make a line, and then slide this up. And I'm still going to my left-hand line over here, like that. And I just start to bring these together. Now I'm going to do the same thing from this corner, and it's going to be, this is going to be similar to your invisible, your clear box, and the corner of the canoe. You're kind of just making the lines long enough so that they end up meeting somewhere. This is going to keep going here. Keep going here. Right, I can erase this because this is now where they're meeting. Redraw that. You might need to erase it and kind of redraw your lines. All right, and now just a straight up and down from the back. So same thing, straight up and down, and I just keep going until they meet on either side of that joint. This one just needs to be straightened out a tiny bit. Okay. All right, so you're just kind of creating a Y in that middle area. All right, if you want to kind of frame this out, if you have the Y, I'll give you credit for that. If you want to frame it out, I'll give you an extra point. So then it looks like a 2x4 on that side. And then the same thing here. A little bit of a corner. All right, and that is the framed, framed box.